We are live. All aboard your tech news, games, and deals 4 p.m. Pacific live stream. We're going to start off with some pretty awesome tech news. The Osmo Pocket from DJI. This is a much smaller version than their other Osmo Plus options. It is a 3-axis stabilized gimbal. It'll have a small, around a 1-inch screen. And here's your examples of gimbal stabilization versus electronic. Pretty good. And then we have a 1/2 sensor, 4K 60 FPS. This is at 100 megabits per second. And the 1.55, 140 minutes of battery life. I believe that's at 1080p. And then we have some interesting pictures, the blow up of the gimbal stabilization. And then this is noiseless cooling. The Osmo Plus actually had a little fan you could sometimes hear, so that's pretty good. And then single-handed design, awesome. It's miniature. And then the universal port, that's all charger. And then we have, you got your attachment to your cell phone, and then an extension mount. Awesome. And there's some other adapters you'll be able to see. They have FPV mode, one of the options, so the camera will stay focused if you turn it. Some cool features for that. Active track. We also have panorama 3x, it'll take 9 pictures. We have motion time lapse, it'll be a cool blur, super fast effect. And then it's got some good nighttime video. I've seen some YouTubers already show it off. And then you have the little app. It'll be a new app, the Mimo app, My Moment. That is coming soon. A new story mode kind of option. And then you get advanced options if you want to, I believe, enabled when you attach your smartphone. You'll get a little bit more functionality. You can still change a bunch of settings, but you'll get a lot easier to see. And then editing features. And then here's all the accessories. Here's the charging case, the wireless module, the controller, the wheel. You can adjust the camera. There will be ND filters. Some of these aren't available in the ND filters I didn't see on the store. There's a waterproof case. You can actually take this underwater. And then this one is also not available. The 3.5mm audio jack for microphones. And then the accessory mount to attach to helmets and stuff if you're doing actiony stuff. And then cover. This comes with the Pocket. We also have a price. This is available at $349. Expensive, but not exactly for a 4K 60 FPS camera with electronic stabilization. Here's everything that comes with it. The case for your attaching to your phone, USB or USB-C, and then Lightning, I believe. And then there's a cable. And 140 minutes, intelligent modes. And then here are the accessory prices. You can get the attachment one, the wireless module, and the wheel. Also, it looks like a SD card, 32 gigabytes for $109. The wheel, wireless by itself. The waterproof and the other accessories aren't up yet. And then we have, here's the actual app that will control it if you attach your phone, the phone app. You get your 4 intelligent modes. You can also do that without the phone. And then there's a story mode that's coming. It's kind of looks like an automatic movie maker. You can give a theme, and then it'll make you under a 1-minute video for that. And then media management, and then you can still edit it yourself, fade in, fade out. That's an improvement. Community, Academy, story mode's coming in an update after the app's released. So that could be a while. Something one of the reviewers already found, the iPhone Do guy, pretty cool, is in 5 seconds he talks about 2 different camera modes, quality modes, fine and super fine. And he actually shows a little picture with really fine details. Here he goes. The sensitivity of the sensor is increased, so you'll get maybe a higher megabit during that mode. I'm not exactly sure. They haven't explained, and there isn't really details on the thing, on the downloadable forms. But the size versus the Osmo Mobile 2, it is 116 grams versus 485, so like 4 times smaller weight, and that's not including the phone weight you have to attach with the Osmo Mobile 2. So much smaller, 4K 60 FPS, pretty good. We also have from Google, Project Fi has now been renamed and also is available for more phones. It's now called Google Fi and is now available for phones like the Samsung, LG Moto, and OnePlus devices, with iPhones still in beta. And then there's a couple extra steps for the iOS if you want to do that. You'll still want to go with the Moto or LG or Pixel phones for the full supported like service switching. So you have more options, but you'll still want to look for those kind of phones. It's in there. And then just the pricing, if you're looking for $20, unlimited calls and texts, and then you pay for whatever data you want. Free after 6. Awesome. And then we have YouTube deleting video annotations. These are like the gray boxes you'll see in some of the older videos. You'll see this on desktop. You won't really see them on mobile. And those will be going out the door in 2019, starting January, it looks like. And then we also have a quick other topic from YouTube Originals. This is for if you're paying for YouTube Premium, you'll get the extra shows. Like, there's a couple movies and a couple creators who are actually making YouTube Originals. And this is starting to phase out in 2019. There'll be ads. It'll be supported by ads. And some of the movies like Cobra Kai and Karate Kid movies, those won't be ad supported until like 2020, it looks like from the article. And jumping over to some Steam VR action, we have motion smoothing. This was I believe betaed or talked about earlier, but it's coming out now. And this actually will create, if you're not getting 90 frames per second in VR games because it's too demanding for your computer, it will actually create another frame. It'll estimate the motion and it'll smooth it out to get you back up to 90 frames. It actually goes up to 2 frames created, synthesized, for every frame, for the last frame delivered. So you will get a good improvement. This is for the HTC Vive and Vive Pro. It looks like Oculus Rift's Windows Mixed Reality. They use a different technology, so it's not available on them. And you can also just disable this in settings, video, or settings for the application, for the Steam VR application. And this is already enabled on Windows 10 NVIDIA GPUs. So good news for VR gamers. There's a comment really quick just saying that they're getting a little bit of stuttering with it, which is supposed to eliminate. So this could just be a one-person case. Maybe they're not using the right device. No, OG Vive, so could be a hit or miss. And that is your tech news. Let's jump over to game news. Starting off with Sea of Thieves Shrouded Spoils, a new free update. And we get a lot of cool, making the expansion for this game, kinda. It adds fog, so you see a lot more fog. You'll see fog, and it'll be really spooky, and you'll run into islands a lot more. We also have a bunch of new creature features. The Kraken will actually have a new special move. You'll have to jump in and find out what it is, or read on screen. And it will also attack every single ship type now, with different difficulties. Along with it's going to be more difficult. And then new Megalodon types, there's 4 of them, 1 super rare. And then those will also feature better loot, or loot now. And then we have more threats. 6 skeleton forts have been infested. Sunken spoils, the mermaid statues. You have to go in game and find that one. And then there was now a skeleton ship, the sloop, So you'll see mini pirate ships running around, sailing around, sorry. And then we have a little trailer outlining pretty much everything. There's some customization for the ships, and the skeleton islands get 2 little bonuses, treasures. There's bone dust and more explosive gunpowder. And there's some patch notes you can read, some fixes, also just general performance improvements. There's an update or 2. Otherwise, treasure has now glint, gunpowder barrels now damage kraken, achievement rebalancing, cool stuff. And then you can now hear the grog inside if you're into drinking. We also have from Black Ops 4 an update. This is posted on Reddit with some information for the update. Safeguard playlist makes its way to PS4 multiplayer. And then we also have Blackout, the new Bowie knife drops from stashes and zombie drops. And then zombie gets some stability fixes. And then a lot of playlist changes for the PS4 again. Score limit increased to 1,000. Added Seaside Sunset and Fire Range. This is for all the platforms, to all playlists. And then some fixes. Zombies again. So that update just came out last night, yesterday. So get back in if you haven't been. And then we have a quick one from Fortnite. You want to go to Walmart by Sunday and get an awesome new spray can tag. Good old supplies last. Hurry up. And that is your game news. We had a deal and a surprise at the end. The deal is Battlefield 5, 50% off at Target. Walmart and Target flying at you left and right. And then that's for PlayStation 4 and Xbox. And then we also have a surprise. Do you like sci-fi, space, old anime? Then we have a quick little trailer from Netflix. Not really a trailer, it's a teaser. Live action, Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, see you in space. There's really nothing here, just the countdown. Let's jam. Live action. No date, no other information, just get hyped. And that is your tech news, games, deals, surprises. And chat says, I love pirates. And thank you for watching. Hit subscribe. Timestamps will be coming soon. I should mention that at the beginning. And thanks again for watching. Pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Someone got the first like. Awesome.